In 1955, Montgomery, Alabama was one of the most segregated cities in the South. The symbols of white supremacy were everywhere, and nowhere were they more visible than on the city's bus lines. For black people, riding the bus was an especially humiliating experience. Forced to enter from and ride in the back of the bus, they were also expected to give up their seats to white passengers upon demand. On December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks and 3 other black people were ordered to give up their seats to whites. Rosa alone refused.
I didn't get on with the intention of being arrested. I felt that when he used the words, y'all make it light on yourselves and let me have those seats, that I could not see where it was helping me as an individual and as a passenger, or us as a people, to continue to give in to this type of treatment.
Mrs. Parks was arrested and charged with violating the city's segregation laws.
When she was thrown in jail, then everybody said, well, if Rosa Parks can't be treated right on the bus, nobody can be treated right on the bus. And she was the kind of person who had the total respect of the community. And they rallied around her and started a movement.
We, the Negro citizens, have decided not to ride the buses in Montgomery until we receive some justice and until we get a hearing, even if it takes a year.
Rosa Parks' arrest touched a sensitive nerve in Montgomery's residents. It united the community and focused its frustration. Black people refused to board city buses and became the vanguard of America's civil rights movement. White racists in Montgomery didn't sit idle. Rosa Parks and other boycott leaders were insulted, harassed, and exposed to constant danger. On December 20th, 1956, the Supreme Court order declaring segregation on buses unconstitutional reached Montgomery.
The year-old protest against city buses is officially called off, and the Negro citizens of Montgomery are urged to return to the buses tomorrow morning on a non-segregated basis.
The days of submission and accommodation in the South were gone. Black Americans were now boldly proclaiming a new day. Rosa Parks stood up for her rights as a human being and became a catalyst for change. Her act of courage was the spark that lit the fires of freedom throughout the South. Her life is a portrait of dignity. She is a woman who truly made a difference.
One of my favorite quotes of all times is from her. Memories of our lives, our works, our deeds will continue in others. I want you to remember that, because what we do today is going to resonate with our future generation. That means that the works that I'm doing right now, future generations can continue that work. The legacy that Rosa Parks has left and our ancestors previously around the world, we are continuing that work to fight for freedom and justice.
We were here to honor Mrs. Rosa Parks as a community. We made sure through social media and word of mouth that anyone who had the opportunity to be here would be here and hear and read the proclamation, because it's so near and dear. This is the 70th year that that brave lady refused to get up from her seat to a white passenger.
You know, the word sacrifice, you know, she made a sacrifice that day on that bus. And when you think of the word sacrifice, what comes to mind, ma'am?
Doing the brave thing, even if you're scared to death. Right now, we are living in the fierce, what is our thing? The fierce urgency of now. We have to make sure that our young people and the people that my age and younger know that this is the time that we need to stand up and make sure that we are equal, especially for generations to come.
When I was growing up, I thought that Rosa Parks was an old woman that was just tired on her way home from work and didn't want to stand up. And I respected that she made that decision, but I was awfully surprised when later on I learned the truth. And I think it's important that people grow up knowing the truth of what actually Rosa Parks did that day and how important it was for everybody. I think it was important to me because I'm hoping that people will see what happened and understand that whether you are standing up or choosing to stay seated, that you have not just a right to use your voice and to speak up, but an obligation, because there's a lot of people all over the country right now that are suffering as humans, having their rights taken away, and we all really do have a moral obligation to speak up on behalf of them.
With our NAACP, the fact that we are gathered here today related to honoring Sister Rosa Parks is really important. Additionally, what's important is the fact that our county commission has given us this proclamation today. It gives me hope, considering everything that's happening in the world today. So I'm going to say thank you to them. We have hope. And for you younger people, I was just talking to one of the other ladies here. We might be the oldest ones around. When we used to have the struggle for so many things that you all are benefiting from. So I am so honored that we are honoring Miss Parks, the history. That means that you guys won't forget about me and the other older ladies too have struggled.
You know, Marion County is one of those counties that were late to convert over to doing the right thing. And it is an honor to have the county commission to honor Rosa Parks. Moving forward, I think we will have a lot of success. I mean, as the old leaves and the new come in, I believe the change will come. What do you think, ma'am?
I absolutely have hope. I absolutely have hope. And with the young brothers like you and the other gentleman who's running for county commission, and he is standing on the backs of his ancestors, we have lots of hope. And y'all make me so proud.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
I'd like to read this proclamation from the Board of County Commissioners of Marion County, Florida. Whereas on December 1st, 1955, Miss Rosa Parks courageously refused to surrender her seat on a Montgomery, Alabama bus, sparking a movement that became a defining moment in American civil rights history. And whereas Miss Parks became a national symbol of dignity, perseverance, and peaceful protest, continuing throughout her life to advocate for fairness and equal opportunity. And whereas in recognition of her lifelong dedication to justice and public service, Ms. Parks received numerous honors, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the Congressional Gold Medal, and the Peace Abbey Courage of Conscience Award. And whereas upon her passing in 2005, President George W. Bush ordered that Ms. Parks lie in honor in the U.S. Capitol Rotunda, an extraordinary tribute reflecting the deep respect and gratitude of the nation she helped to transform. And whereas the Board of County Commissioners of Marion County, Florida wishes to honor the enduring legacy of Rosa Parks, whose quiet act of defiance became a catalyst for change and a lasting reminder of the power of individual courage and the pursuit of justice. Now, therefore, the Board of Marion County Commissioners, by the virtue of the authority vested in us, do hereby proclaim December 1st, 2025 as Rosa Parks Day and encourage all residents of Marion County to reflect on her legacy and the principles of courage, determination, and respect that she so proudly exemplified. Duly proclaimed this 18th day of November, 2025, signed by all 5 of the county commissioners and attested to by Greg Harrell, our clerk of the court. So again, thank you all for being here.